যেও নাই দেখবি আশপাশে। Zamrez, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Zamrez, today you have to help me a little bit, bache. Can you please remind me what we were doing in the last class? Which chapter we were doing?
We were doing like the. I remember, did you know last class was all telescopes and stuff?
No, then we have a discussion with your father, and now we will not be doing the Dubai Olympiad thing anymore. We will get back to the CBSE curriculum.
Okay, ma'am.
So can you please remind me what were we doing in the last class so that I will open that sheet for you.
We did like the germs and stuff, like pathogens.
Pathogens. We were in which chapter?
It was about cells.
We were in cells. Now, Papa, I'm not talking about grade 9. I'm talking about grade this one in your curriculum. What were we doing?
In school?
For your CBSE, what did we do? Which chapter were we in? Were we doing respiration in organisms? What were we doing? Were we doing respiration in organisms? Check and let me know.
I don't really remember. I think we were doing respiration.
Respiration. Did we start respiration?
We
finished, I think, this one, no? Forest, we all finished.
Forest? I don't remember that.
Just a second. Wind, storms, and cyclones?
No,
Come on.
I don't remember that.
We have finished it. Okay, these are deleted. Yes, these chapters are deleted. Now we move to respiration. In respiration, how much have we done? Do you remember? I will show you the slides. Will you help me to understand whether we have finished it or not? Will that be fine?
Sure.
ठीक है. Just a second. Because I do not remember what we did in the last class. We finished acid, bases, and salt, right?
Yes, we definitely finished. I think, yeah, we definitely finished that.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Since we are doing this after a long period of time, no? Oh no. Acid, bases, and salt we finished. This is great. We finished cell also.
Really? Oh.
No, it is for your that one, na? That curriculum we were doing, right?
Yes.
PPTs, yes. I got the PPTs. Transportation we were doing. Not transportation, right?
Transportation. Ah, yes, we're pretty sure we did that.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure we were doing transportation.
Did we start from transportation?
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, this looks ugly.
Or we were doing respiration. We were doing respiration or transportation. That is where I'm confused. I'll show you the respiration slides, Amresh. Tell me whether you know about these or not. Okay. Wait, let me share my screen. Zamrez, see, do you know about the features of respiratory system, types of respiration, mechanism of breathing,
Yes.
types of respiration, aerobic, anaerobic?
Yes.
Do you know about oxyhemoglobin, carbaminohemoglobin? These topics were being covered. I think this was left, right? Respiration second part, I think, was left. I'll show you. We were done with these. Respiration in roots. These all are done. Respiration by stem. Respiration in leaves. Cutaneous respiration. Respiration in amphibians. Are we done? Tracheal respiration.
I don't remember respiration from that fishes. Yeah, gills. I remember we did gills. Gills. I remember we did gills.
We divided it through lungs.
I don't remember birds.
What about features of respiratory system, mechanism of breathing? These all are done, right?
Yes.
Then if that is done, then the chapter is done.
I don't remember. I don't remember like birds.
Birds you don't have. That is through lungs, Baba. Birds diagram is given. It is through lungs. We have done respiration through lungs, no? Have we done respiration through trachea? I told you if you take a cockroach, put Vaseline around it, it will not be able to breathe. Did we do that? Check your notebook, no, where you used to write your running notes. Is it there? Then we will go to the new chapter then. We'll go into transportation. Is it there, Zamrez? Quickly tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
It's there, no? It's there, no?
I'm pretty sure we finished respiration now.
Respiration, then it is done.
And with acids, base and salts done. I don't think I mean
Transportation, we had to start, I think. Let me check transportation. Electric current, we have not touched only. Transportation in plants and animals. This is transportation in animals. Yeah. Yes, spotted. Respiration, we are done. Reproduction, no, we don't need that. Nutrients, science and fibers. Transportation in plants and animals. I think this is the first session. Yeah, we'll start.
yes.
Okay, just a second. Now we'll start. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by transportation and why do you think we need to have a transportation system?
I'm pretty sure we finished this one.
No, we did not. We did not finish this.
I definitely heard the word transportation.
You have not heard about lymph. You have not heard about the blood. You have not heard about the RBC, WBC?
Yes.
I'm sure we have not finished it. I've marked it.
I wanted to go through the slide, Baba. Let me get some of the deja vu.
We have not finished it, Baba. Diffusion, osmosis,
Yeah. Oh, I recognize all of it. Okay.
transpiration pull. Okay, then you explain me what is transpiration pull and what is force of adhesion, cohesion, and what is root pressure theory.
We didn't finish it. We started it.
We did not start it.
We did. I recognize the
We did.
previous slides.
We did not. We did not.
Yes, I know. I read that. I read that. I know. I even know that. I think we did this. We started it.
Okay, then we will continue it because I do not remember where we started left it. Then you have to tell me.
How old are you, mom?
Why you are doubting my memory?
No.
We had this around 1.5 months before. Okay, chalo, we'll start this, Zamrez, on a serious note, please. Okay, so first, okay, then when we have started it, it would be easy for me. Can you please guide me? Why do we need transportation? Why do any living organisms need transportation?
It's transportation. Like they have these things called they have these things called cells. It's a four-letter word, but then there are many of these inside their body. But cells need to move, and moving is transportation. So, if the cells don't move and carry blood to all the body, to all the parts of the body, their brain, stuff and all like that, they will.
Done?
Yes.
What is the sequence of transportation? Like, what is the first phenomena that happens in living organism?
Cell moving.
No.
Moving.
Nutrition.
No.
Nutrition followed by digestion, followed by.
Can you go drink some water, ma'am?
Sorry?
Can I go drink some water?
Yeah, please. I'm waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when I talk about sequence of life processes that happens in a human being, the first life process that happens is nutrition and digestion. Please note this sequence down. Okay, so the first life process that happens in any organism's body, any living organism's body, is nutrition and digestion, followed by respiration, then transportation, and ultimately leading to excretion. Okay, now as you clearly mentioned that transportation helps in movement of nutrients to all parts of the body. The objective of transportation is whatever food, whatever nutrients you have got from nutrition, you have to transport it to the desired location. The transportation, so the transport, by the help of transportation, the nutrients are sent to the desired location. Clear? Let me know once you are done. Done? Okay. Now, when I talk of transportation, all living organisms need to take air, water, and nutrients. So with the help of transportation, what is done? What are the things that are being transported? What is getting transported? Write down this question. What is getting
Oxygen,
transported?
blood, feces.
Answer number 1 is respiratory gases.
Nutrition, respiratory gases, blood, the feces,
Okay. Blood is getting transported.
cells.
Sorry?
Blood is getting transported. The
No.
blood cells.
No.
Nutrients.
Blood is the medium of transportation. Respiratory gases, nutrients. You are right about the nutrients. What else?
Oxygen. That's
That comes under respiratory gases.
Feces and urea.
Excretory products.
Oh yeah, that's
Anything else?
that's it.
Hormones.
Oh yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
And what are the bad things that are getting transported?
Cancer.
Okay. Can I write pathogens?
Yes.
Okay. Can I say toxins?
Is that already pathogen? Oh yeah. Toxins and pathogens.
Suppose you are having some kind of drugs. That's a pathogen. That's a toxin.
Yes.
That will get transported as well.
Yes.
These are the good things that are getting transported, and there are bad things as well. We will not talk about the bad things. Okay. Now, in case of plants, there are two things that are getting transported. Exclusively for plants, they also transport a lot of things, but in case of plants, there are two things that has to be transported. One is food plus minerals. Sorry, first is food, second is water and minerals. Water along with minerals. Okay. And in case of animals, you will have a lot of things to transport. Respiratory gases also get transported in case of plants. Nutrients also get transported, but through vascular bundle, these two things are getting transported. Let me know once you are done. Zamrez, pay attention here. Now we will talk about the unicellular organisms. How unicellular organisms transport their things. So the mechanism of transportation, please give this heading. In unicellular organisms. Can you give me an example of a unicellular organism?
Pathogens. And I mean viruses, man, viruses.
Nothing. You just remember the word virus. For everything, you will use the same example, viruses.
Virus.
No. Anything else?
Pathogens.
No.
Germs, bacteria.
Amoeba.
Mom, should have told me to be more specific, man.
All pathogens are not unicellular. Paramecium. They all are unicellular organisms.
Viruses are pathogens.
But they do not, they are acellular. They do not have any cellular structure. So your example is wrong. So mechanism of transportation in unicellular organisms. So here transportation happens, please note this down, across ACROSS, across their body surface through Number one, diffusion. In case of gases, then case of gases, and the second process is osmosis. In case of food and excreta.
Also, one more thing I have to clarify. The reason why I'm being late every class is because once it's class time, my father sends a new link.
Sad life, Zamrez. Zamrez, say this because your classes are still getting scheduled, no? So that is why it has happened. Because we were okay. So Zamrez, by the way, tomorrow you're free. No morning class. You can have your proper sleep. Good news.
Nah, I'm having I'm having some homework torture tomorrow.
What torture? Your homeworks.
Yes.
Okay. Sad life. You are done writing this. Can I explain you this?
Copying it, diffusion, case of gas.
Gases, not glasses. Gases. Osmosis in case of food and excreta. If you're done, I have to rub everything because I don't have space. Can I rub?
Yes.
Erase all thing. Okay. Now moving on. Suppose this is an amoeba. You have to understand, Zamrez, this is a very, very simple organism. When I talk of unicellular organisms, they're very, very simple organism. Okay. They don't have so much of systems. They don't have any respiratory system. They don't have any excretory system because they have only one cell. So there is no division of labor also. So the single cell will be performing all the work, be it nutrition, be it digestion, be it absorption. Everything that single cell only have to do. Okay. So how will it do? Now suppose there is a food particle here. How do you think the amoeba will get to the food?
By engulfing it.
By engulfing it. Have you heard of a word called pseudopodia? Have you heard of a word called pseudopodia?
I remember you said it like last class.
These are pseudopodias.
Oh,
Pseudopodia is also known as the false feet. Okay.
yeah.
So if I talk of an amoeba, they just crawl towards their food through these false feet. They are like jelly-like thing. Okay. They'll just crawl towards the food, and suppose this is the food. Now the amoeba is here. Okay. Once it is near the food, you know what will it do? Zamrez, do you have any idea what they will do? They'll put this food inside their body. They will engulf the food in. Zamrez, pay attention, Baba.
Writing it, ma'am.
So they are going to engulf the food. Okay, and this process is known as endoosmosis. Endoosmosis. Now, my point is, do you know what is osmosis and what is diffusion?
If you osmosis is only water.
Yes. So, no, there are two conditions for osmosis. Zamrez, can you tell me both the conditions?
Has to be water.
Water.
The
Second,
consumer has to be
it should cross the semi-permeable membrane.
yeah, it should be thin enough so that the water.
No, not thin enough. Semi-permeable means the plasma membrane. Okay. Semi-permeable. So whenever water transports through plasma membrane, only then it is called osmosis. Okay, so if water passes through any other layer, it will not be called as osmosis. Clear? Diffusion is transportation of gases, transportation of anything else. Okay, so if it is water and across semi-permeable membrane, which is the plasma membrane, only then it will be called osmosis. Clear, Zamrez?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you will learn about a little bit more about osmosis. Osmosis are of two types: endoosmosis and exoosmosis. Are you noting it down?
Yes, ma'am.
To explain you this, again, I will try to show. Okay, so once the food is inside the amoeba, I told you about endoosmosis, right? That they go near the food and they engulf the food inside their plasma membrane. Correct? That process is endoosmosis. After that, what happens? Inside the amoeba, there is cytoplasm, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You know what will happen to the cytoplasm? It will start circulating. The whole cytoplasm will start to circulate. It will go in a circular motion. The whole cytoplasm will undergo a circular motion. By that, what will happen? Now the food is first inside a vacuole. Okay, it is inside a sac, which has a lot of enzymes. The enzymes is going to break the food into smaller components. And the smaller component will come out in the cytoplasm. Now, with the circular motion of the cytoplasm, what is happening? The nutrient is getting transported to each and every part of the cell, to each and every corner of the cell, rather. Okay? So this is how amoeba is getting, each and every part of amoeba is getting the nutrition. Now, once they have taken the nutrition, once they have absorbed all the nutrition from the food, in the same vacuole, now whatever is not being absorbed is the excreta, is the waste, right? So that has to be moved out of the body. How will they move it? Suppose this is the amoeba, and now this is the waste inside the vacuole. How will they move it out of the body? They're going to push it towards the plasma membrane. Now it will be pushed to the plasma membrane and they will just throw it away. They will just push it away. Okay, so they do exoosmosis to release excreta, and they do endoosmosis to engulf food. Can you please note this down? I hope this was not being covered. Let me know once you are done, Zamrez. Zamrez, can you note it down? Give me 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forget is letting a wheel
Zamrez still here. Is it clear? Zamrez, can you hear me? Zamrez. Why are you looking like a zombie? Zamrez, can you hear me? Zamrez, are you there? Zamrez, I'm talking to you. I'm done wasting time.
I thought you said 1 minute.
So till 1 minute you will not talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have noted this down. Zamrez,
Yeah.
still here? Any problem? Any doubt?
Can you repeat endosmosis now?
Endosmosis. So it is the process by which amoeba engulf their food. Not only amoeba, any single cellular organism, any unicellular organism engulf their food.
Wait, so then wait, and then
Sorry?
so the amoebas are basically carnivorous cells
Carnivorous cells?
because they eat other life forms.
Yes. You are right. Whatever you say, you are right, Zamrez. Okay. Endosmosis is clear, or do you want me to repeat it? Done? Okay. Moving on to diffusion part. When it comes to the gases, the same plasma membrane will act as the layer through which there will be exchange of gases. Okay. So in case of amoeba or any unicellular organism, transportation happens through either diffusion or through osmosis. In osmosis also, osmosis are of two types, endoosmosis and exoosmosis. If I talk about food, food is engulfed through endoosmosis and excreta is released out of the body by the process of exoosmosis. Clear? Here is what they're explaining about osmosis. Can you just go through the diagram and let me know if everything is clear?
Same picture.
Sorry?
I recognize the same picture.
Okay, so I will move the picture if you're done with the picture. So now we will be talking about transportation in plants. Now, plant body is usually divided into root, stem, and leaf. Nothing to discuss here. The root are the major source of nutrients in plants. Nothing to explain here. Water and other nutrients enter the plant through root, and leaf is the area where they will prepare their food. Nothing to explain here. So how will they prepare their food? How do leaf prepare food? How do leaf prepare food? What is the process involved? Zamrez,
Only leaf
what is the process?
syntophoto.
Syntophoto.
Synthesis photo.
Synthesis photo.
Yes.
Photosynthesis.
Potato.
Potato. Photosynthesis. So plant prepare food by the process of photosynthesis. Now to prepare food, what are the ingredients that they need?
Sunlight.
Sunlight,
Water. Wait, is that
water,
oxygen? Wait, a carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide.
Look, when they make glucose.
Okay, that is what they're preparing. So this is their raw materials.
I'm confused what they make at night and what they make at morning.
That I'll explain you. Sunlight they'll get from the nature. Water they'll get from the soil. And who will absorb this water? The roots.
Things.
Carbon dioxide they'll get from air. Right? And who will help to absorb this carbon dioxide? Any clue? Who will absorb carbon dioxide?
The flower?
The flower? Don't give me heart attack.
The leaves?
Which part of the leaf?
The guard cells?
The guard cell will absorb?
I guys have to give the opening and the
What is
card.
the opening called? Yes. What is the opening called? What is the opening called? No Google. We will not ask Google or AI.
And
I'm asking Zamrez. Zamrez has to answer.
let me think.
Mm. You know, I can see who.
Epidermis, the epidermis.
Epidermis. Google is giving you such answers.
It was Britannica.
Stomata.
And then the stomata gets the sunlight and stuff. It gives. And then I think it's only sunlight. It also absorbs CO2.
Please check your informations correctly. Are you even listening what you are saying?
Yes, ma'am.
You
Okay.
will make me leave biology now.
I was 2 years old. I mean, I was 2 days old to know that stomata also absorbs CO2.
So see, I enlightened you with this information. You should say thank you to me. Carbon dioxide is absorbed. Sunlight is absorbed by. Chalo, when we are talking about this, we will be talking about it. Sunlight is absorbed by
Sunlight
chlorophyll.
is chlorophyll.
Okay. Carbon dioxide is absorbed by stomata. Am I clear?
Yes.
Now we will be talking about the transportation in leaves in details. So before that, let me rub everything. Now you will start noting it down. Please give this heading.
Transportation in transportation.
Are trans. Oh,
Transportation. And we gave the correct spelling, ma'am.
transportation in plants. You will divide it into two. You'll write here vascular bundle. Xylem. Floor. Food. Water and minerals. Let me know once you are done.
The
Now, you can see these structures. These are called the root hairs. Okay. They are, give heading root hairs. Extension of root, which are 1 cell thick. They absorb water along with minerals from the soil. Done. I will give you a third point. Can you write this point as well? These two, and this is the third point. Let me know once you are done. Done, Zamrez?
Finished.
Okay. Now moving on. I'll rub everything. Okay. So suppose this is your root. What are root hairs? They are extension from the roots.
The root has a hairs.
They're extension from the roots, and they are the one who spread out to long distances.
Wait, the root hairs also have root hairs?
Root hours?
So do root hairs have root hairs?
No. Yes, root hairs also have small hairs. That is how they spread out.
And
These
those
are-
hairs even have even smaller hairs.
No, not smaller hairs. So one root hair, suppose this is one root hair, okay? Suppose this is one root hair. Usually they are made up of a single cell layer.
A big root hair. This
I'm not
is
saying that they are a
root hair. This is an even smaller root hair.
Zamrez, we have next 15 minutes. If you want to do this, we will continue with this.
I'm sorry.
So every root hair is made up, is actually one cell thick. Okay. They are made up of only one layer of cells. Why?
So then, so water can easily go through them.
Yes, yes. So that they can easily absorb water along with minerals. Clear? And how do they increase the surface area? Because they're spread out to longer areas. When something is thin, it can go between the soil particles also. Now, why is it one cell thick? Suppose this is one soil particle, this is another soil particle. They have water around it, they have water around it. A root hair can grow in between them. Okay, and can absorb water from them. Clear? That is why they are so thin. Clear? Now moving on to transpiration. This is the second term we will learn. What is transpiration? What is transpiration?
Is the loss of water in the form of water able from
Yes.
blood or leaves?
Transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapors from the stomata present on the leaves. Okay, that is why when you don't water a plant and you keep the plant in sun, the plant dry off after a few days because of the transpiration. Clear? Now, it might sound that this is a villain because it is making the plant to die. But without this process, water transportation is impossible. So it is not always a villain. In some of the cases, it may also act as a hero. Okay. So transpiration helps to pull water up into the leaves. Okay. So transpiration is the process by which water is pulled up to the leaves. Clear? And this not so by this process, it's a hero. And how is it a villain? Because it is causing loss of water and it is allowing a plant to dry off. In this way, it is a villain. Okay. So when it is pulling the water up to the leaves, it is helping in distribution of the water. It helps to absorb what water is absorbed by the root hairs. But who will allow it to pull it to the heights? It is the transpiration pull. Okay. Now this phenomena is very prominent during daytime. So transpiration happens during day because sun is there. Right? Now, during day, water is transported to leaves through transpiration only. Okay. Now, Zamrez, suppose you are having a straw in your hand and you want to drink something. You want to drink maybe any kind of soft drinks or some kind of juice through a straw. So when you put the straw inside that drink, first what do? You suck in the air first, right? And you create a vacuum inside. And to fill the vacuum, the juice moves up in the straw, right? That is a mechanism.
Yes.
Same mechanism is followed here. So when there is loss of water in the leaves, what is happening? A vacuum is created inside the plant. So fill in, not inside the plant, inside the xylem. We will discuss about xylem in details after some time. So you have to understand there is a pipeline called xylem. Inside that pipeline, a vacuum has been created because of transpiration. So what will happen? You cannot, any living organism cannot stay alive with a vacuum inside their body. How will the vacuum be filled?
With water.
With water. The water that is being absorbed by the roots. So water that they are absorbing will be pulled up and then it will be lost. And again, the second film of water will be pulled up. Again, it is being lost. So like that, there is continuity of water transport inside a plant. Clear? Clear? Have you noted these 3 points?
Yes.
Can you note these points quickly?
All 5 of them?
Yes, yes. Because from next class, we'll start our discussion from here. And once we are done, we can end the class.
And once I finish, the class would have already ended, man.
Sorry?
And once I finish, the class would already be ended. Like, it would already be 8 o'clock.
That is what I'm saying. You can finish it and then we can end the class. Tomorrow I'll start explaining from here.